Hello and welcome to Bonus Dad.
Bonus Daughter, a special father-daughter podcast with me, Hannah.
And me, Davey, where we discuss our differences, similarities,
Share a few laughs and stories
within our ever-changing and complex world.
Each week we will discuss a topic
From our own point of view.
and influences throughout the decades.
Or you could choose one by contacting us.
Via email, Instagram, Facebook or TikTok. Hello! We are back, baby, for another episode of Bonus Dad, Bonus Daughter, because we have been on a hiatus and we're sorry.
We are sorry. Yes, we are sorry.
We will explain in our next episode.
Which we've just recorded.
Which we've actually pre-recorded it, so we know we're definitely in our next episode we'll explain why we've been on hiatus. But today is a very special day because this is our very special favourite time of year. It is Halloween.
It's spooky season.
It's spooky season.
Halloween.
Do we have a?
I don't have a Halloween on here.
That's regretful.
I know. I just, you know, as soon as you started saying that, I was like,
I thought we had like a creaky door one.
have we got a creaky door?
Was that on the old one?
We've got crickets.
Oh yeah, it's crickets.
We've got crickets. But no, we haven't got...
That's a lot of crickets.
That's a lot of crickets. We've got chimes. We've got a rim shot. Yeah, baby. And we have this.
Yeah, none are really Halloweeny though.
None of them are Halloweeny.
Sorry for the YouTube listeners, you won't get any of this. That is...
It's Halloween.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that's called Monster effects.
Oh, that was you saying it.
Yes.
Oh, in the moment.
That was me saying it.
Why doesn't mine do it?
I don't know.
It only works for mic one.
Does it? Let's have a look, Troy. Let's have a little look. It should work for both mics. Why doesn't it work for yours?
I don't know.
That's very strange. Oh well, never mind. Moving on.
Poor YouTubers just had no idea what was going on.
No whatsoever. There's got to be a way that I can assign it to mic one. I don't know how to do that. But yes, happy Halloween. Or Halloween Eve.
Halloween Eve,
Halloween
yes.
Eve, because when this comes out, this will come out the day before.
Yeah.
It will come out the day before Halloween. Have you noticed on like Netflix and Prime, they've got loads and loads of like horror films at the moment?
Dude, I watched Hocus Pocus the other day.
That's not a horror film. It's not a horror film.
I know it's not a horror film, it is a Halloween film.
It's a Halloween film, it's not a horror film, is it?
But it's the first time I'd ever watched it.
Yeah. Oh, talking about horror, well, it's not strictly a horror film as such, but we went to see The Long Walk.
Oh,
The Stephen King one.
I heard.
Amazing. So good. So good. How you can make a 2-hour film about people walking is... I was like, but it was brilliant. It was probably one of the best films I've seen this year.
Yes.
It was amazing.
Yes.
But anyway, Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus, saw it for the first time ever in my life, and considering it was filmed, set in 1993, released, I can't believe I hadn't seen it before.
Really?
How has that not been on my radar?
I don't know.
Bad parenting.
Yeah.
All I can say to that.
I have failed you in some aspects of films and TV shows.
I can't believe I'd never seen it.
Yeah.
But I watched it the last weekend when I was really, really poorly with a head cold. I watched Hocus Pocus, which leads me on to say that I'd like to actually dedicate this episode, if I may, to someone.
Of course.
It's our first one back since my honorary niece was born.
It is. Yes.
This episode is it's for Freya.
Yeah, but this is our third Halloween episode.
Yeah.
Our third one, so we've done 3 Halloween episodes. I can't remember what we did the first one. What did we do for the first Halloween? Did we do the history of Halloween? I think we
that
did.
sounds like something you'd do.
Yeah, exactly. And then last year we did the... Which one did we do? Because when we talked about Black Shuck, was that a year ago? Which we still haven't been to Bungie.
No.
No. I think that was that one.
Maybe?
Wasn't it? I think it was.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We have done a Norfolk ghost story.
We
as
have.
well.
We have. But this is primarily what this episode is. This is ghost stories.
Is this the second time we're doing ghost stories?
Not really, because I've done a slight change of ghost stories, and I've added so the first section is.
No, we did urban legends.
We did do urban legends.
We did urban legends.
Yeah, we did do urban legends.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I've done with this episode, because I know you haven't read the script. I know you haven't read it.
Rude. But you correct.
Is I've looked at, and I think you'd be interested in this because I've done a little bit of the psychology of ghost stories about why we're so obsessed with the macabre.
Oh, I some things that I can add here.
Yeah. So
had I read the script, I could have prepared.
exactly, but now we're doing it off the fly, as always.
Off the fly as I do.
Yeah. So I've done a little bit about why we're obsessed with ghost stories. What what is it that makes the obsession? And it is, a bit about the psychology of fear.
Dun dun dun.
Yes.
Dun, dun.
So it's
if you'd like to hear an episode on fears and phobias, by the way, we have that in our old bank
repertoire.
but we do not have it on YouTube. I think we need to put them on YouTube. I was going to talk to you about this.
How are we going to do that?
I think we could do a watch party.
We could do a watch.
Oh, a listen party.
Okay.
Record us, watch it. No, record us listening to our podcast
And reacting to it.
Ooh. How do you feel about that, guys? Just put it out there. That'll take a good day.
Joel does his react videos, Jolie Jams, for drumming. You know that? He's got thousands of followers now on TikTok.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So a little bit about the psychology of fear.
Let's go.
Yeah, so the thing is, why do we tell ghost stories? Why do we do it? And we enjoy being scared, but in a safe environment.
Yes.
So it kind of, it's called a safe scare, and it releases adrenaline, dopamine, and endorphins, which our brains register as pleasure. So in fact, some people say that we can be addicted to that type of pleasure that ghost stories provide. What do you think of that?
Yeah, just like any drug that simulates dopamine, endorphins, pleasure, yes, of course, makes sense that we would find an addiction in that, as humans are flawed in that sense. I don't disagree. Yeah,
so that kind of campfire talk, you imagine it kind of sort of like everyone's sitting outside, they're at a campfire, it's the middle of the night.
Flicking across their faces, the crackling of the wood, the crackling of the birds, and an owl, just an owl like, woo, woo, woo. I'm painting the picture.
You are definitely painting the picture there. The guitar goes down.
Yeah.
And then someone says,
bass notes.
Yeah, and then someone says, "Did you hear the story of the old headless horseman?" Well, I went to that one, I don't know.
The old headless horseman.
Yes, the old headless horseman. And then the stories start, and then you got that kind of everyone all together listening to the
there could be
scary
marshmallows
stories
involved as well.
Yeah, or there might be. Even like watching a horror film. I mean, I love watching horror films. I love watching horror films. We had this discussion with Mitchell not that long ago, didn't we?
What's that?
About different types of horror films, because you like a jump scare.
I do like a jump scare.
Yeah, Mitchell doesn't like a jump scare.
No.
He's much more psychologically horror.
He finds hack and slash funny.
Oh, but it is funny.
It is funny. Like, for example, when we watched Final Destination all the way through, and then we watched the new one in the cinema, he just found the deaths funny, and he did laugh out loud at one of the things in the cinema as well.
But to be fair, Final Destination is like this tries to top itself each time, doesn't it?
Yeah.
With
it's
the deaths.
Most ridiculous, but it's funny watching horror with Mitchell, because he's not a fan of the jump scares at all. Not because it makes him jump, just because he's just it's just not his thing.
The Luton bus.
The
Luton bus.
It's not his thing.
Yeah.
But he quite likes psychological horrors. Like, I don't know if you'd class Gone Girl as a horror. It's a horrific thing that happened in the movie, but
it's a thriller more of a horror.
Yeah, it's a thriller. So he's more the psychological thrillers, I would say.
See, that's the thing, because you've got the horror thriller, which is generally kind of like where the human is being the horrible person, but then you've got the supernatural side of horror
which
as
is
well.
what I prefer.
Yeah, which is the Nun or the Babadook or things like that.
We did watch The Conjuring, so we've watched a couple of Halloween movies recently.
Christmas?
I'm on the wrong season. Yeah, we watched a couple of Halloween movies recently. So Hocus Pocus, which we're not counting as a horror, but Halloween movie. Watched The Conjuring recently.
Yeah.
There's
loads. There's
There's so much lore to that thing.
Yeah.
What else did we watch recently as well? Parasite.
Parasite's amazing.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree that it's amazing. I feel like it might have been a little bit overhyped.
Really?
I thought it's a cool concept, and the way it was filmed, and kind of the twisty bit, I guess, if you will, at the end. But yeah, I just kind of
I love a twist.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of my stories that are coming out from the tales stories, they're very twisty, very twisty, very twisty.
You'll hear more about that in our next episode.
Yes. So yeah, because it's not just about the film ghost stories as well. It says here that they allow us to confront death, grief, and the unknown in a way that is symbolic rather than direct.
Yeah, I think it would be safe to say that horror may even prepare people for death, and potentially paint things about the afterlife as well that are, I don't know, somewhat problematic. But yeah, I think there's. I don't know where I was going with this.
No, but what is interesting...
I think it's good for psychological.
Yeah, but what is interesting is that every single culture around the world has ghost stories.
Yeah. Every
single one. You know, because in Latin America, they've got La Llorona, warns children not to stray too far.
Do you think it's because we as humans want to believe in a life after death?
I think so.
To create meaning in our own lives.
I think so. Yeah, it's to do with the afterlife, isn't it? Saying what comes next.
Yeah. And
that whole idea of, ghosts as well being stuck in some kind of purgatory because of unfinished business and
religion might be partly to not blame, may not be the right word, but partly influence this kind of phenomenon as well with several different afterlives. Because atheists have obviously been around since, well, you'd also think from the dawn of time also. There's always going to be people that don't believe in things as well, but may even still believe in an afterlife, potentially.
What I do find about our culture, especially English culture, when you think of ghost stories, immediately you go Victorian age. Do you think?
Yeah, I agree with that. When I think of a ghost, I think, oh gosh, they're going to be old and look antiquated and look of that steampunk kind of
because it's because personally because I grew up with stories from Edgar Allan Poe and from H.P. Lovecraft, which was set, and they were all set during that time, so that's where the ghost stories come from, and it just kind of stuck like that. I mean, even like when you go to haunted houses and theme parks, it's the same type of the Victorian type of white dress.
Emily, they're all dressed in
all Victorian.
Keeper of the houses.
Yeah, you never see any like hippie ghosts.
No.
Or I suppose you're doing supernatural because there's but when you think of ghost stories, it's Edgar Allan Poe, it's H.P. Lovecraft.
It's the old.
That's the sort of ghost stories.
Very true. Or children that can't pass on.
Yeah.
It's one or the other, isn't it? It's going to be old children, I guess, like Victorian children too. Yeah, it's always that or some demonic. Yeah, and
again, thinking about how ghosts, why there are ghosts, in those stories, and a lot of it is around, it's the unfinished business or some kind of tragedy,
with the children,
or some kind of trauma.
Always some sort of like. There's a supernatural episode that comes to my brain when I think of that. Do you remember the one? I think it's quite early on, where there's a pool inside a house, and the little girl that's going around was the grandma's sister, and the grandma was still alive, and she was in the attic, and she was like non-verbal by the end of her life. And then she had a granddaughter who was playing with an imaginary friend that turned out to be the child who died in the pool. Yeah. And she tries to get her to come in the pool with her.
That's right.
Yeah. So that they could play together for the rest of eternity.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Anyway, sorry.
But they do. It is that the
unfinished business.
Unfinished business of what they do. I mean, there's stories of people that they've got to do one last thing and then they can cross over to the other side.
It's like that one. They're almost like their soul is bound to the earth until that one thing is complete.
Yeah.
But again, doesn't that speak truth to how we as humans want to find meaning in our lives?
Yeah, closure.
Because they're coming back to do that one thing that they couldn't do.
Yeah, so they could get closure, so they can move on. But they never. A lot of the time, they just think they move on to heaven. Yeah. But they never know where they move on to. It's quite weird. It's almost like because we tie the ghosts to this plane of existence. Yeah. We don't know our brains can compute that they're here.
Yeah. But after that, it's almost a mystery of where they're going or gone. Yeah.
Oh. But then, of course, we've got.
We keep really going off tangents.
I know.
Get back.
But then we've got the ghost media boom, and what I mean by that is like the ghost hunting shows,
Yes.
the paranormal investigators.
I love those.
Oh my god.
I think the reason I love them so much is because there's a lot of things that can be explained away, and you kind of know the things that they've put in to make you believe that something happened.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, there's some things that you're like, oh, because they always approach it with, oh, we've got a skeptic on our hands, they just will try and, our best to, this is definitely just the pipes making noises. So they put a few evidential truths in, and then they back that with, oh, because we gave you these things that we've discounted, you're going to make us think that we're more credible saying this thing that we've actually staged.
Yeah, but I mean, even when I think of ghost hunting shows, I just go to people like Derek Acora. Can you remember him?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was just a joke. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. It was just, what are you doing, mate? But there was one ghost, and I can't remember what it was. It was a news show, and they did a live ghost thing, and it was a joke.
Right.
And people actually thought it was real. And it was back in the 80s. Sarah Green was on it, and she was a presenter back then. Right. And they did like the lights flickering in the studio, and it was brilliant. A brilliant piece of theatre. It was really good. But yeah.
That's all true.
Yeah. But I mean, there are podcasts about ghosts. There are TikToks now, YouTube videos. But
yeah, I guess as technology has progressed, the more evidence we have for this supernatural.
But this is where I'm now going to come in and say AI.
Yeah.
And I don't believe anything I see on videos anymore.
It's so difficult, isn't it, to actually determine what is AI and what's not anymore.
Yeah, I mean, because you can see footage where saying, "Oh, this was filmed on a Ring door camera."
Yeah.
And it's like a little girl coming like this,
and it's so almost poor quality.
Yeah.
So it's almost like it's gone back to potato filming.
Yeah.
Like on your old Motorola Buddy Bullet or something, or Razor or whatever. Yeah. It's just, yeah. I think it annoys me sometimes because I see a cool video of I saw this video of this cat basically eating a meal, and then the hedgehog pops into the cat flap.
Yeah.
And starts eating and nibbling. And then I happened to see the top comment was, oh, how cute is this? And the second comment was, oh, this is AI. And I'm like, oh, that's really annoying because that's just like a cute video. Like, that would be cute if that happened. But
I mean, I sent you a video the other day of a Dungeons and Dragons song.
Yeah.
A song about Fireball, which is amazing. It's such a great song, but it's AI.
Yeah, it's all AI.
Someone just put it into an AI program and it's churned that out.
Yeah.
It's just,
sad.
It is really, really sad. It really is sad. But also,
if you'd like to hear an episode on AI, we've talked about it in our previous episodes. Yeah. Although we painted it in a better light than we are today.
Mm-hmm.
We've been negative about it today.
Yeah. But also
back on track.
Back on track. But also, ultimately, ghost stories reflect us as well. Yes. They reveal our fears, our secrets, our regrets, desires, and beliefs. And it does ask those. We do with the ghost story. We do ask those questions. What does happen after death? And also if something traumatic happes, could that traumatic energy be so bad that it causes that rip in the plane of existence that keeps a ghost here? Could that happen? So kind of, and also I suppose our minds are we're geared towards trying to find sense in things, aren't we?
Yes.
So that's why
I think there's that like the personification that we even give to our animals.
Yeah.
That we know that they don't comprehend. Like, I don't know, I'll say to my cat, oh, why are you moody today? She doesn't know the concept of being moody.
I talk to Archie all the time.
Yeah. It's the same thing. Like, I think we as humans to understand and communicate with even inanimate objects, we can create kind of that. How many times have you bumped into a door and apologised to it? Like, it's silly little things like that. I do that all the time.
I shout. Do you know what really gets me?
Go on.
What really, really does drive me insane when I shout at inanimate objects, because you mentioned doors.
Yeah.
Belt hoops.
Yeah.
That gets caught in the door handle.
Yeah.
And you get yanked back. I swear at the door.
Yeah. Like, why did you do that to me? Why are you ruining my day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like ruining my entire day. I was happy happy-go-lucky before then, and you just trounced all over my soul.
I think for me it's, when you're opening a pack of rice and it splits all the way down, it falls on the floor and you're like, why are you doing this to me? Like, what have I ever done to you? I just,
Oh, do you know what gets through when you open a cupboard door and everything just falls out?
Well, that's you. That's a you problem. That's all you. The rice is not me. The rice just does that.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, so to just kind of close that little segment up, what do you think? What do you think that's true about why we tell each other ghost stories? It is because of all of those reasons.
I do. There's not a single one of those that I disagree with, to be honest. It's just. I think we are just sometimes motivated by that supernaturalness. You know, it's a massive market in media, film, everything like that. I think there's always going to be an interest for it, and I do think that really does probably stem from religion and finding answers and to life and the universe. I think we're all very curious creatures as humans, and cats alike. I really there's not a single one of those I disagree with.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up on horror since I was a kid. I watched Dawn of the Dead when I was 4 years old. It came out in it would have been 5 because it came out in 1979, and my cousin John had it on. I must have been 5, and I sat with my cousin. He would have been 17 at the time, and I sat there on the sofa watching Dawn of the Dead at 5. And since then, I was obsessed with zombies. My aunt Kathy kicked his ass when she found out.
Was there repercussions?
There was for John, yeah. There was for John. But I mean, ever since then, I was obsessed with zombies, and I've watched like vampire. I remember watching the Hammer House of Horrors at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I think I said this before. It still amazes me how like you'd have 2 in the morning. You'd have like the Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires on. The final scene would be like Dracula being staked through the heart by Peter Cushing. And then 5 minutes later, you've got Barney the dinosaur coming on. Yeah. So if the kid had woken up that 5 minutes, turn the telly on, and there's stake being driven through the heart of Christopher Lee.
Yeah.
It just There used to be this series as well called Friday the 13th. The series. Dom, my mate Dom will know because he used to sit up with me.
Okay.
So me and Dom used to watch like they used to have a creature feature film, which was like Godzilla versus Mothra.
Right, okay.
Then Friday the 13th would come on, which was a series. They only made a few episodes, but it was brilliant. And then after that, we would then watch a Hammer film. And we used to stay awake all Friday night and then just do stuff on Saturday. Couldn't do that now. No, I couldn't do that now. Right, 16, 17, 18 at the time. It's nuts.
It's funny to me that you had to actually physically sit up and stay up late to watch that.
Yeah, it was on normal telly. It was on Channel 4.
Because now you could just stream it whenever you wanted it in your own leisure and go to bed early.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect night.
And I'll tell you how poor we were. We didn't even have a VHS recorder to record it. We had to watch it live.
Stay up and watch it live.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Was that every night or just every Friday?
Just every Friday night. You had the creature feature film. Then it would be Friday the 13th, the series, and then it would be like a Hammer film.
Nice.
And what I used to love, the Hammer films, I used to love them as well because some of them, like the 4 stories in one film, but they were all connected somehow. Like The House That Dripped Blood. Asylum was brilliant, whereas guy had to go into an asylum and he had to listen to 4 stories and work out which one. I can't remember. He had to work out which particular person I think was the old governor. I can't remember what it was, but he listened to these. Oh, they were brilliant. They were so good, so good. And of course, Hammer House of Horror, which I got you onto.
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw Doppelganger.
Doppelganger still haunts me.
Yeah.
To this day.
I think that was done in the 70s.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah.
That was scary.
And did you know Tales of the Unexpected?
Yeah, I know of it.
Yeah. Do you know they're all filmed around Norwich?
Really?
Yeah. If you watch Tales of the Unexpected, you will recognise parts of Norwich. In fact, there's one scene, and where they were by a set of garages in one particular episode, and I was like, "That's where I used to live. That's Heathgate.
That's crazy.
That's Heathgate." And I can remember them filming. There was one particular one where they found a woman murdered.
Right.
And I remember them actually filming that in the 70s.
Wow.
Just watching them filming it as like 4-year-old, thinking, "What's going on over there?" And like seeing all these television cameras, and then it's on Tales of the Unexpected.
Damn.
Yeah, they're all filmed in and around Norwich. Snake so what I thought we would do now is I've got some ghost stories or some. There's some ghost stories, and I thought I would just read through them just to see if you've heard of them.
Okay, let's go.
Because I've got around the world.
Okay, I have a feeling I'm not going to know many of these, but carry on.
Yeah. So the first one, you'll know the first one. You'll know the first one. This is the Lady of White Rock Lake.
Tell me about the Lady of White Rock Lake, because I
So there's
don't know it from the title.
Yes, a woman in a 1930s style dress.
Victorian.
Drenched and desperate. Okay.
Ooh.
She flags down drivers along White Rock Lake.
Okay.
There she is with her hitchhiker's thumb,
Bendy.
begging for a ride home,
Okay.
only to vanish before the car stops.
Oh.
All that's left, a soaked seat and a terrified driver.
Oh.
So she disappears. The tale dates back to at least the 1940s and is steeped in local folklore. While no confirmed identity of the woman exists, all history and police reports note dozens of similar encounters. Some say she's the spirit of a young bride who drowned before her wedding day. Have you heard of that story?
It rings a bell. Interesting.
So that story I actually wrote as a short story when I did my creative writing degree.
Wait, this is yours?
No, I took a lot of urban legends and recreated them as a set of short stories.
Can I
They were called A Feast of Misdeeds.
Can I suggest something?
Of course.
White Rock Lake suggests that they have
Lake.
white rocks.
Yes.
What does a bride wear? White. What does a ghost commonly known
White.
as being white? Can I suggest that on this particular bit of road at a particular time of night when your lights hit a certain part of the rock, is it potentially looks like a human?
Yeah.
And the terrified driver in the soaked seat is kind of just embellishments.
This was a supernatural episode as well.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm just wondering if there was
The hitchhiker.
embellishments.
Yeah. So when I wrote this story, I had the hitchhiker, I had the driver pick the girl up.
Right.
Right. She then takes her home, but then she leaves her coat in the car.
Oh.
And the next day, the driver goes up to the house to knock on the door to give the girl the coat back.
Right.
At which point, the dad answers and says, "That's my daughter's coat. She's been dead for 10 years."
Oh.
That was the ending of my story.
Damn.
Mm.
Oh, I
So
got chills.
Yes. So the next one.
Try pronouncing that one.
Yeah, I'm not even going to bother. But I have heard of this forest. This isn't such a ghost story as such. This is a lot of ghosts in one area. This is the suicide forest in Japan.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shall we go for a pronunciation? Aokigahara?
Yes. That sounded perfect.
Yeah?
I hope that's correct.
Yeah?
Sorry if you are Japanese.
Yeah.
Please correct us.
So this particular forest sits at the foot of Mount Fuji. Locals say that it's filled with spirits who died in anguish and then remain in limbo. Hikers claim to hear whispers, feel touches, and spot shadowy figures darting behind trees. Some YouTubers have gone there filming as well. And there was one particular YouTuber who got into trouble for it as well.
Right.
I think that was Jake Paul. He actually got into trouble for filming in the suicide forest. Can you remember that? I
do actually, because he did show someone had ended their life.
Yeah.
And I think he decided to put that on YouTube.
He did. He got into a lot of trouble for that.
Idiot, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah. So, but there have been reported some psychological effects of other people being in there, such things as devices failing, compass needles spinning. Some people also claim to have heard laughter or screams that mimic their own.
Oh my goodness, that's creepy.
Would you go there?
So, why do people pick this particular forest to end their life in?
I don't know. I think it's just one of those eerie places. I've seen the forest. I've not been there, obviously, because I've never been to Japan. But I've seen.
But real people, real people, ending their life in there seems like a strange, isn't suicide I don't know much about Japanese culture, but there is, I think, suicide is kind of very much frowned upon. I mean, it's frowned upon in a lot of places.
No, because in Japan it can be seen harikari. People commit harikari, don't they?
Yeah, but I think there's like certain
as
instances
an honour thing.
Yeah, maybe it's that then. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just wondering why they choose that particular place. Maybe it's, well, to be honest, if I was gonna if I wanted to die, I guess I would pick a nice scenic place. I guess I don't know. Forest sounds quite nice, but I'm just forest generally. I'm not saying this particular forest, but like forest generally. I don't know what that's all about. But I have heard of this forest. Yeah.
You've heard of the forest. Okay. So have you heard of the black-eyed children in Cannock Chase in England?
England.
This is one of ours.
Oh crikey! Where's Cannock Chase?
It's in England.
Right.
I don't know.
Whilst you tell the story, I'll look it up.
The story is that small figures with pale skin and solid black eyes began appearing in Cannock Chase in the 1980s. So relatively modern. Witnesses described them approaching with eerie politeness, asking for help. But when you look closer, the eyes change.
Ooh.
In 2014, reports surged again. Local paranormal investigators captured blurred photos and unexplained EMF spikes.
We have such good technology. How are these photos still blurred and potato-like? By the way, it's just north of Birmingham.
Is it? Okay.
So we're safe from the black-eyed children.
Yeah.
I
reckon they're aliens.
I am critical of this because how have we not got better at filming things like this?
Well, because
they're not real?
Because you have to get your phone out quickly and you're terrified and you're shaking. You're shaking.
2014, we had good iPhones.
You're shaking. So have you heard that story of the black-eyed children? I haven't actually.
No. Any relation to the black-eyed peas? Presumably
no,
not.
I don't think so. Shall we go to Venezuela and Colombia?
No, I think we should go to Illinois if we're going in.
I skipped that one because it's the same story as number one. It's Resurrection Mary.
It's the same.
It's the same story. It's just the same take. It's driver speaking of a bleeding teenage girl sobbing near the road. She vanishes when they turn up. So it's the same story. It's the hitchhiker story. So I thought we'd skip that one. So we'll go to Venezuela and Colombia, and this is the story of the Whistler.
Ooh, I can't whistle. That wasn't on my ancestry thing. I can do one pitch.
Your mum can do the fingers in the mouth thing.
I know. She's got a good whistle.
Yeah, Jesus scares the shite out of me when she does that.
I did not get that in the genetic trait.
Oh, she's bloody good at that.
Yeah.
So this is called the Whistler from Venezuela, and this is a ghostly figure who carries a bag of bones and lets out a slow, haunting whistle.
What's a slow, haunting whistle? Like wind is blowing through him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If the sound is far.
I'm more interested now.
If the sound is far, he's near to you. If it's close, you're safe. How messed up is that? So if you can hear it like there.
Like I'm like, oh okay, cool. I'm safe.
He's far away. But if it's like he's near. It's the other way around than what it should be.
Spooky.
Yeah.
I don't like this one.
The legend stems from a 19th century tale of a man who killed his father. In modern times, reports of his whistle echo through the plains. Locals refuse to go out at night alone.
The plains of Venezuela and Colombia?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably just some old boy just out walking his dog. It's like, photo!
I imagine a lot of people in Venezuela call their dogs Frodo.
Yeah. I meant to say Fido, but it came out wrong.
Frodo.
So yeah. What do you think of that one?
Just sounds windy to me.
It just sounds windy.
Just windy.
Well, it could be, the whistle, trees whistle, the wind whistles through the trees and through the, So
if I ever hear a distant whistle now, I will never think of it.
Do you know what? That is an amazing story.
That's freaked me
because that could, you'd just hear a whistle.
One for the MNF frequency.
There you go. Yes. Tales from the Mammal Frequency.
Dun, dun, dun. Let's go to the next one.
The next one is Smiling Man.
I don't know these by name, but when you describe them, I'm like, oh yeah, this makes sense.
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay, so originating online but based on real encounters, this eerie man appears late at night, dancing erratically with a disturbing grin. He doesn't speak, just follows.
Okay.
This is a bit like Smile.
Yeah.
The film Smile.
But can I ask what dancing erratically means?
Well, that's me. And I go with a song. Oh my! That's actually more terrifying. That is actually you doing that as freaking me out. Can you please stop? So yeah.
Yeah, that is actually because you're combining something that you'd expect people to be
Happiness,
like happy, but it's like.
But nothing behind the eyes.
Clown-like.
Yeah, very clown-like. Nothing behind the eyes. So if you've seen, so if you've seen the film American, you've not seen American Psycho, have you?
Yeah, I have.
You have seen it.
Yeah, recently.
Do you know Christian Bale? You know that when he smiles in that thing, but his eyes are dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. He almost that kind of thing, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Jack Nicholson's son in Smile 2 does it, just an image of Jesus. He's just that image of him doing that with that smile. It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's freaky. It's not good. Proper freaky. Do you know where Christian Bale got the inspiration for that from?
No.
For that face?
No.
Tom Cruise.
Oh.
Apparently he said in an interview, he said he modelled it on Tom Cruise because Tom Cruise can smile but still be dead behind the eyes.
Oh. What a compliment.
I know. So yeah, that's
Tommy.
I don't. Do you remember the film It Follows?
Yeah. Wasn't that the sexually transmitted disease one?
No, that's just where the thing's just constantly walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was passed on by having sex.
It was passed on by having sex. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Sexually transmitted ghost.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
STG baby.
Yeah. STG. Next one, we're going to go to Italy. Italy. The ghost of Poveglia Island. I didn't pronounce that right.
Yes.
You've heard of this?
There is a chap on YouTube who has gone and filmed there. He got permission to.
Really?
Yeah, it's supposed to be the most quarantine zoned place in the world. Like he went to the most least visited places in the world for various reasons.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember what it's called now. I want to say like travel worldwide, something like that. I can't remember, but yeah, he went to like loads of different places, and yeah, it was all about kind of the history of the war that happened there.
He's not the guy who did the went to Tibet, is he? What an absolute legend that guy is. Is it him?
He went to Syria.
Oh no, this is where he went. The guy went to Tibet and he landed there. No, he went and it was there the day of the when they had the uprising.
Oh no, not that guy.
It's the funniest video I've ever seen. He's become a local hero. He ended up in the middle of a revolution. What the hell?
What am I doing here? Funny.
But yeah, it's the islands. Once a quarantine zone and later a psychiatric hospital, it's considered one of the most haunted islands in the world, and locals won't go near it.
Yeah.
Paranormal investigators report screams, shadows, and even possession experiences. Some urban explorers uploaded footages of doors slamming and voices whispering their names.
I think it would be a weird situation if someone did whisper your name. Like if you're going through a house and you just heard Hannah or like Davey. Like that would be so spooky. Yeah, see? Yeah, I think we're freaking people out. If you're listening to this episode at night, sorry. I didn't ask to be freaked out today. Let's go to La Placenta.
Watching you, Hannah.
Oh no.
Sorry.
No. It's not La Placenta, right?
Let's go to.
I mispronounced.
Let's go to La Placenta. Did you just say?
I did.
Yeah. No, this is La Planchada.
Yeah.
Mexico.
That sounds better.
A nurse in a perfectly pressed uniform. Why perfectly pressed uniform? Appears in hospitals late at night. Patients report being treated by her only to find out no such nurse exists.
Interesting.
Oh, that's why. La Planchada means the ironed one. So that's why her uniform is nice. She's used an iron. She's said to have died from guilt after a medical error. Now she seeks redemption.
Oh, so she's like righting all of the wrongs.
She's righting all of the
What
wrongs.
if she is responsible for like, you know,
saving so many people?
Yeah, like can you imagine like that hospital's just like really bad at training people and it's not actually her fault, so she's making sure that like never happens again. What a cool redemption story.
I like her. I like her. She can stay.
See, that's got a ghost story potential as well. That's got some novel potential because you think she's helping everyone all the way through.
Even go one step further and say because she's helping people, she's messing with the thingy of death, and then we're going to Final Destination territory.
Well, you could do it that way, or the plot twist at the end could be the negligence of the hospital itself, and that's why she's righting all the wrongs.
Oh, I like that. There's a
Political
story there.
one.
Political one. I like that. I like that one.
Anyway.
And the next one is the Greenbrier Ghost. There's only 2 more, by the way. The next one is the Greenbrier Ghost, and this is a West Virginia Merca. Yeah. I want to say, the
montage.
You need a montage.
Oh yeah.
The only ghost in US history to help solve her own murder.
Ah, see, I'm onto something.
In 1897, Zona Heaster Shue was found dead. Her ghost appeared to her mother, revealing she'd been strangled by her husband. This led to a new autopsy and a conviction. The original court records still exist, and the story is taught in law schools as a unique precedent.
I have a theory.
I have a theory. Could be bunnies.
I have a theory.
Go on.
You say the mother.
Yes.
Had the dream.
Yeah.
Dreams often unlock what we're unconsciously thinking about.
Yeah.
Could she have actually witnessed her daughter's own murder, forgotten it because
Blocked
the
it
trauma
out.
so bad,
Could have been.
dreamt it,
Yeah.
and then got the case?
Could have been.
Just putting it out there.
You have a theory.
Have a theory.
And last but not least,
Hello.
the ghost children of San
Oh, it's the
Antonio.
children ones that get me. I'm not a fan of the children ones.
Oh, on a set of railroad tracks, legend
God.
says a bus full of children was struck by a train.
Oh.
Now, if you park on the tracks, unseen forces push your car to safety.
Oh, okay, not creepy
I
children.
thought it was going to be like creepy. I was reading that really creepily.
Yeah.
And I was like,
they're actually helpful children.
yeah.
Thanks, kids.
Oh my god, this is hilarious. This is actually, I was just carried on reading.
Sorry.
So it says, unseen forces push your car to safety. Powdered bumpers often show tiny handprints afterwards.
Oh, Christ.
But then read the last line. Geological tests have debunked this story. The road is a downward slope that appears uphill. Still, people report strange occurrences, especially on quiet nights.
Oh. I like that how this one has a, debunked.
So it actually, the road is a downward slope that appears uphill.
That's spooky in its own
It
sense.
is, isn't it? Yeah.
Is that why the bus ended up on the tracks?
I have no idea.
Because if he didn't put the handbrake on at
Yeah.
the crossing and then it went onto the tracks because of the downward
Yeah.
uphill thing,
Could be.
perhaps that's why it's struck by the train.
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh. As for the tiny handprints, could have been any child. I feel like children touch dirty things. like as in just generally in life, not ghost children.
Yeah,
but they would just like, let's play on the cars. Maybe
Yeah.
that's why. I'm debunking them.
They debunk them. Yeah. So there you go.
Lovely.
That's the last of the stories.
What a
Happy Halloween.
jumbled up.
Happy Halloween.
Thanks for joining us on Bonus Dad, Bonus Daughter. Don't forget to follow us on all our socials and share the podcast with someone who'd love it. We are available on all streaming platforms. See you next time. Bye-bye.